All right, hello and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a company that's doing something, well, pretty radical. They're not just tweaking e-commerce with a little AI here and there. Nope, they're rebuilding the entire engine from the ground up. We're talking about EaseFlows AI and how they're turning this buzzword, artificial intelligence, into a real, actual growth driver. So, let's get into it.
Okay, so right off the bat, EaseFlows AI puts this idea front and center. And it's so important to get this. They say AI isn't a plugin. It's not some little widget you bolt onto your website. No, it's a core operating advantage. This one idea, this one philosophy, really sets the stage for everything else we're going to talk about. We're moving past thinking of AI as just a feature and into a world where it's the actual operating system you use to compete and win.
So, here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to look at how AI tackles some of the most frustrating, immediate problems in e-commerce. Things like bad search results and out-of-stock items. Then, we'll zoom out a bit and see how it builds real customer loyalty, makes customer service way less painful, and finally, what it actually means to have a true AI partner on your side.
All right, first up, the humble search bar. We all use it, right? But for most online stores, it's a huge, massive missed opportunity. EaseFlows looks at this thing not as just a simple tool, but as your #1 salesperson. And honestly, it's often the worst salesperson on your team. So let's see how we can fix that.
I mean, just think about it for a second. How many times have you gone to a website, you have a perfect picture in your head of what you want, but you just can't figure out the magic combination of keywords to make the search bar understand you? It's so frustrating. That is the fundamental disconnect we're going to unpack right now. And here's the difference in a nutshell. It's all about matching words versus truly understanding intent. Your typical search bar, it hears Hawaiian and wedding and just barfs up a messy list of everything that has those tags. It's dumb. But the AI, it thinks like a human stylist. It gets the context, okay, warm climate, it's a wedding, so it's formal, but it's Hawaiian, so it's also kind of relaxed. And then it builds a beautiful, curated page that actually solves the real-world problem the customer has. Because let's be real, our buying decisions are never simple, are they? We don't just search for heels, we want stylish heels. And oh yeah, they have to get here by Sunday, and I can't spend more than $200. Trying to do that with a bunch of clunky drop-down filters? It's a total nightmare. Click, wait, refine, click again, ugh.
So how does the AI handle all that complexity? Well, this is the cool part. It takes that one natural sentence and deconstructs it, right? And identifies the 4 key pieces: the category, the attribute, the logistics, and the budget. Then, and this is the magic trick, it talks to all your separate systems at once. It checks the inventory, it pings the shipping database, it looks at the pricing, all simultaneously. The result? One single perfect list of items that meets every single one of those criteria. All that friction just evaporates, and boom, sale made.
The dreaded no results found page. We've all hit this wall. You type in exactly what you're looking for, and you get nothing. It's the ultimate digital dead end. And for a business, this isn't just a bad experience, it's a revenue killer. You've almost certainly lost that customer, and they're probably not coming back.
So how does the AI fix this? Okay, imagine a runner comes to your site looking for a very specific Nike shoe that you don't happen to stock. The old way? Dead end. Sale lost. But the AI way, it acts like a super knowledgeable employee in a running store. It doesn't just see the product name. It understands the attributes of that shoe. The carbon plate, the high rebound foam. So it instantly pivots and says, hey, we don't have that one, but based on what you're looking for, you should check out this Hoka model. It has a similar foam compound for that responsive feel you want. It explains the why. And just like that, the sale is rescued with actual expertise.
Okay, so that's how AI solves those in-the-moment problems. But what about building a real, long-term relationship with a customer? Well, that's where we get to the next level. This is about transforming your store from, a generic one-size-fits-all catalog into a unique, personal boutique for every single person who visits.
And this is a really key difference. We hear personalization all the time, but usually it just means, oh, you bought a blue shirt, here are 5 more blue shirts. Kind of dumb, right? True AI curation goes so much deeper. It learns your underlying taste, your aesthetic. So if it notices you consistently buy minimalist, neutral-colored clothing, it gets it. You have a specific vibe. So the next time you visit and search for, say, a summer dress, it re-ranks the entire store just for you. The elegant linen dresses and simple cuts are right at the top because it knows that's your style.
Which is why this analogy is so perfect. It's like having the world's best personal stylist.
A great stylist does more than just find you another black t-shirt. They understand your core taste, and then they gently push you to evolve it. They show you new things you'll love.
And the system actually does this using a really clever 80-20 rule. So about 80% of what it shows you is meant to validate your taste. It's stuff you're almost guaranteed to love. This builds trust, it makes shopping feel easy and rewarding. But that other 20%, that's the magic. That's where it strategically introduces you to something a little different, but adjacent to your style. It's the "I never would have picked this for myself, but I love it" moment. This is so crucial because it prevents your feed from becoming a boring echo chamber, and it drives real discovery.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about what happens after the purchase. Because, honestly, customer support can be a huge headache, right? It costs businesses a ton of money, and for us, customers, it can be super frustrating. So EaseFlow's goal here is to just eliminate all that friction by turning that same smart search bar into an action engine. I mean, what if you never had to hunt for the My Account page again? No more digging through endless order histories, no more waiting on hold for an agent. What if you could just type what you need in plain English, and the system just does it for you, instantly? The results are pretty mind-blowing. You could literally type, "Where are those blackish shoes I bought last year?" and it finds them. Or, "Order my favorite gladiator sandals again." Boom, done. Need to make a return? Just type, "I need to return my last order." And get this, if something goes wrong, you can type, "My item arrived damaged, what do I do?" And it doesn't just point you to some useless FAQ page. No, it kicks off the actual return or replacement process right then and there. It's incredible.
Okay, so let's recap. The AI fixes search. It acts like a personal stylist. It automates customer support. But the key thing to realize is that these aren't just three separate features. They're all symptoms of one powerful underlying platform. And this is where we need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, at the business model itself.
And this is how they frame the partnership. It's a simple division of labor. You, the business owner, you focus on what you do best, your products, your brand, your customers. Meanwhile, EaseFlows AI handles the entire AI lifecycle. We're talking strategy, watching for new trends, designing the architecture, and actually building and running it all. They literally become your outsourced AI department, your AI brain.
Now that is a huge promise, right? To be someone's entire AI brain. And a promise that big needs a team that can actually deliver. And when you look at their background, you see it's uniquely perfect for this exact challenge.
See, this isn't just some random group of engineers thrown together. This is a team that's been collaborating for almost a decade. Their core AI expertise was forged at Autodesk in the machine learning division, building really complex systems. The CTO was a principal engineer there, and before that, they even worked together on the machine learning project for Ford's self-parking cars. I mean, that is a serious pedigree in making AI do difficult things in the real world.
So when you put it all together, what's the result? Well, it boils down to this. All of this tech, this whole partnership model, it has a direct, measurable impact on the three things every single e-commerce business obsesses over: making more money, creating happier customers who keep coming back, and slashing the costs of customer support. And that really leaves us with a final, pretty powerful question to think about. We've seen how AI can take one simple thing, the search bar, and turn it into a salesperson, a stylist, and a support agent, all at once. It really makes you wonder, what other parts of our businesses are just sitting there, waiting for this same kind of radical transformation?